present All Gas and Gaiters. Episode 7, The Dean Goes Primitive. Starring Robertson, Hare, William Mervyn, Derek Nimmo, and John Barron. It's Sunday morning, and in the choir of the ancient cathedral of St. Ogg's, the Dean is preaching.
And so we see throughout the history of the primitive church, according not only to the testimony of Eusebius of Caesarea, and to some extent Socrates, Scholasticus, but also from the writings of such popular authors as Hermias, Zosimus, Theodoret, not to mention Lactantius.
In the cushioned seclusion of his curtained throne, the bishop listens attentively.
Severus, Callistus, Euphrates, all the venerable these. In all these authors we find the same emphasis on simplicity. Joyous simplicity. It was both the keynote and the watchword of the primitive church.
Archdeacon.
Time,
What note?
To find that hearing aid held.
What hearing aid?
Well, that thing you got stuck in your ear with a wire.
This? Oh, this isn't a hearing aid. Listen.
Oh, Moses.
It's my new transistor. My aunt gave it to me for my birthday.
This simplicity today. Alas, we find little evidence of it in this cathedral. Everywhere comfort, luxury, and opulence abound. We must renounce it. We must return to simplicity, the star, joyless.
Come on, Henry. I've just opened the front door. There. Do you smell that, Henry?
My word, yes.
Know what it is?
Your drains again?
Brains? Oh, really, Henry? Can't you forget you're an archdeacon for 5 minutes? That's the smell of a most beautiful 12-pound salmon roasting. I caught it myself yesterday.
But you said that you'd gone to the House of Lords.
That's what he believes, but between ourselves, I decided to do something useful instead. By the way, where is Newt?
He was just behind us when we left the cathedral.
Oh, Henry, that reminds me. The sermon. Can you tell me what it was about?
Certain, Bishop. Sex before marriage. It was instructive. I learned a lot.
The Dean preached on sex before marriage? I don't believe it.
Oh, not the Dean. The Bishop of Kingston.
Henry, I may have failed to grasp the content of the sermon, but not the identity of the preacher. And it certainly wasn't the Bishop of Kingston.
Oh, it was St. Paul's. The reception was excellent. I heard every word on this.
What's that?
Oh, my new transistor. My aunt gave it to me for my birthday.
Your aunt gave you a thing like that?
Last year, she gave me a new hairbrush. I shall always be a boy to her. Care to listen?
No, thank you.
I expect it'll still be family favorites. Yes, the sun is shining in Montreal, but they're expecting a storm.
And they're not the only ones. What shall I do if he asks me what I thought of his sermon?
Oh, can't you get Newt to tell you?
Oh, I don't like to. You see, he's new to the church. Young, impressionable, easily shocked. After all, Henry, I am his first bishop. What would you have thought if you discovered your first bishop had gone to sleep in the sermon?
He usually did. Can't you ask him tactfully?
Yes, well, it looks as though I shall have to. Oh, come on, let's go and have lunch.
You mean now? This minute?
Yes, why? Is something wrong?
No, Bishop, no. It's just that I rather wanted to do something first.
Oh, yes, of course. How very thoughtless of me, Henry. Yes, I'm so sorry. You know where it is, don't you?
Yes, thank you, Bishop. Come along.
No, not through here. Why are you going into the study?
To have a sherry, Bishop.
I thought you wanted a wash.
No, thank you, no, I'm quite clean. Cheers, Bishop.
Oh, really, Henry? Where are your manners?
Oh, Bishop, I am sorry. Do you want one?
No, thank you. I still find it possible to eat my midday meal without the aid of alcoholic stimulants. Newt, at last, where have you been?
Well, I'm so sorry, my lord, but I just have to congratulate the Dean on his wonderful sermon.
Oh, did you? Good. Then you can tell me what it was about. What I mean is, I was unfortunately prevented by the thick curtains round my throne from hearing quite all that the Dean said in his discourse this morning.
I know, my lord. You went to sleep.
You can't see me from where you sit. How could you possibly know I was asleep?
Well, the Dean told me.
The Dean?
Yes, he said your mouth was hanging open.
Did he?
Yes, he also said...
I can guess what he also
when
said,
he took
Newt.
the attitude, my lord...
I do not want to know his attitude.
Well, I think you should know it, my lord.
Thank you, Newt, that the Dean saw me as sufficiently serious. Henry, what are you laughing at?
Stop messing about. I don't know how they get away with it.
Really, Henry? Henry, will you kindly take that thing out of your ear?
Did you speak, Bishop?
Oh, never mind. You'll just have to tell me what the Dean said over lunch, Newt, and if I meet him, I'll brazen it out. Come on, let's go and discuss this salmon.
Oh, yes, of course, it's the salmon, isn't it? Do you know, Archdeacon, on his way back from the House of Lords yesterday, the bishop met this nice man on the train who gave him the most lovely salmon, didn't you, my lord?
Oh, never mind about all that. Just let's go and eat it.
What, now?
What do you mean now? Of course I mean now.
Well, I rather want to do something first.
Oh, not you too.
But I'm so sorry, my lord.
I must tell you quite frankly, Newt, I don't expect this sort of thing from my chaplain. It's one thing for the Archdeacon at his age.
But my lord,
It's most self-indulgent. And it'll hold up lunch.
Well, I'm sorry if it's inconvenient.
It is most.
Well, I'm afraid I must insist, my lord.
If you must, I suppose, but I can tell you, Newt, that this is not the path to ecclesiastical preferment.
Well, I never imagined it was, my lord.
Where are you going?
To the bathroom, of course.
I thought he wanted a drink.
Thank you, Bishop.
Henry. Who can that be? Fancy calling at lunchtime.
Oh, don't worry, Bishop. I'll get rid of them.
Henry, do you think you should open the front door with a decanter of sherry in your hand?
Oh, no, Bishop, no. You're right. If they see this, they'll never go.
Let me see. I think I'll just have a small one. Why not? Oh.
Bishop.
It's only medicinal. I beg your pardon. What's the matter, Henry? Who is it?
The Dean, Bishop.
Are you sure?
Yes, I saw his knees through the letterbox.
Henry, what am I going to do? He knows I slept through his sermon.
Don't let him in.
Henry, what are you suggesting?
Keep quiet and he'll think you're not at home.
Dear Henry, you seriously suggesting that I, your bishop, should practice a miserable, petty deception like that? Where shall we hide? Let's go into the hall and have a look. What's that noise?
Newt coming downstairs.
Oh, listen to him, the great flat-footed chaplain. Let's hope the Dean doesn't hear. Newt!
Coming, my lord, coming.
Newt, will you please?
All right, my lord.
Newt,
Yes.
for goodness sake.
Well, I'm going as fast as I can, my lord. Oh, Dean, do come in.
Oh.
My lord, it's the Dean.
Oh, what a surprise. Thank you, Newt.
I had begun to think that you were not at home, my lord.
Oh, really? Why was that?
I've been ringing the bell for several minutes.
It's out of order, I expect. Isn't it, Bishop?
Oh, yes, Henry. Yes, of course. I'm afraid it's not working, Dean.
Oh, but it is, my lord. I heard it clearly upstairs.
Thank you, Newt, again.
Oh, that's all right, my lord.
I wish to speak to you, my lord. I trust I'm not interrupting anything important.
Oh, no, well, Dean, since you mention it, we were just about to have lunch.
Good. Nothing important. I'll go into your study.
Henry, go in and talk to him.
Me? Talk to the Dean? Alone? Well, what shall I say?
Remember Job chapter 34, verse 33. Speak what thou knowest.
I'll try, Bishop, but when I'm with the Dean, I never seem to notice anything.
Quick, Newt, quick. What was the sermon about?
But he knows you went to sleep, my lord.
Nevertheless, please tell me what the sermon was about.
Well, mayn't I tell you what he said about you being asleep?
If you don't tell me what the sermon was about, he'll do that himself. Quickly, what did he say in his sermon?
Well, I shall have to think.
Dean.
Yes, Archdeacon?
Did you know the sun is shining in Montreal?
Indeed.
Yes. Mark you, they're expecting a storm.
There you are, Dean. Well, what is it?
At last, my lord.
I'm so sorry, Dean, but I just had to have a word with my chaplain on a very pressing matter. However, I am now able to tell you how much I enjoyed your sermon on the primitive church. I listened avidly.
You surprised me, my lord. I thought you were asleep.
I wondered if you'd think that. Appearances are so deceptive. No, Dean, I merely lowered my eyelids as an aid to concentration.
I told your chaplain that in your position, I, too, might have gone to sleep.
Try asking me a few questions and you'll... What? What was that? Newt, why didn't you tell me this?
Well, I tried to, my lord, but you said you only wanted to know about the sermon so that you could pretend that you'd...
I knew, yes. You don't want to go into all that, do you? Now, my dear Dean, you know you overwhelm me. In all my years toiling in the vineyard, never have I met a finer example of true Christian humility.
Humility? I don't understand.
Well, to admit that if you had to listen to yourself preaching, even you would have gone to sleep. I said nothing at the time, my lord. Did I hurt you?
I've said, my lord, that were I in your position, your physical position, lolling amongst silken cushions on a throne more suited to an Eastern potentate than an Anglican divine, I, too, might have found it difficult to keep awake.
Oh, I see. Well, Dean, if that's all very interesting, but if you've nothing else to say, we were just on our way into lunch.
Yes,
so...
I have brought this to show you, my lord.
Oh, what is it?
My wife's freehand drawing of the cathedral interior.
Oh, really? Well. Henry, what do you think of that?
She's certainly got a free hand.
Yes, I see. Where are all the chairs?
They have been removed.
Removed? Then what does the congregation sit on?
The congregation stands.
But where are the carpets? The memorial packs? What's happened to the painting of old Bishop Hawkins?
All gone. It's part of my plan to return to the stark, joyous simplicity of the primitive church.
Oh, doesn't it look nice, my lord?
Nice? It looks as though we've had the bailiffs in. And when, may I ask, do you propose to perpetrate this desecration?
Unfortunately, it will take several years to clear away all the accumulated rubbish.
Oh, that's some comfort, I suppose.
But stage one will be executed tomorrow morning.
Stage one?
The removal of the screen behind the altar.
Now you've gone too far. The screen behind the altar? That screen was put there for a purpose.
Indeed, my lord. What purpose?
What purpose? Well, I don't know. But there must have been a purpose. It was probably put there to cover up something. What's behind it?
A stone.
A stone?
Hewn from the living rock. See, here, my wife has depicted it in the drawing.
That looks like a tea chest.
It is the stone on which your great predecessor, my lord, the blessed Bishop Og, sat when the cathedral was first built.
He sat on a bare stone?
Yes.
Without even a cushion?
Certainly.
Poor man. You think they could have found him something better to sit on than that?
No doubt he found it good for his concentration, my lord.
Yes, I can think of something it can't have been too good for. It must have been extremely uncomfortable.
Comfort was not then the desideratum it has unhappily become today.
Oh, possibly not. However, Dean, I still think that you are making a mistake to move that screen.
As Dean of the Cathedral, I am empowered...
I know that you are within your rights. I wouldn't dream of interfering.
I'm glad to hear that, my lord.
And now, if you'll excuse us, we really are rather late for lunch. It's salmon, you know how easily it's spoilt by overcooking.
Salmon? No, my lord. At the deanery, Mrs. Pugh Critchley and I are not familiar with such choice viands.
Oh, we didn't buy it, Dean. No, the bishop was given it by this nice man
No.
on the train.
Will you please show the dean out?
Oh, of course, my my lord. Will you come this way, Dean?
Oh, by the way, my lord.
Oh, what is it now?
I should perhaps have added that when the altar screen is removed tomorrow morning, I have ordered the curtains and cushions to be removed from your throne at the same time.
You what? You can't do that.
On the contrary, my lord, as you have just remarked, I am within my rights. Good morning to you, my lord.
Oh, isn't that a good idea, my lord? It will help you to keep awake, won't it?
Look.
But just a moment, Lord, I must go and show the Dean out.
Really? This is really too much. I shall fight this, Henry. I shall take this to the very top. I tell you, Henry! Oh, really, Henry? Did you hear what the Dean said?
No, I heard what Kenneth Williams just said.
Oh. Henry, would you get that pair of scissors for me from the desk?
Oh, of course, Bishop. Anything to be useful. May one ask what you want them for?
You may. This.
But Bishop, you cut my wire.
Yes, Henry, I know I have. You're coming with me.
Where to? The dining room?
No, Henry, the library. We're going to conduct a thorough examination of the cathedral records.
That doesn't sound much fun.
It may not be fun, Henry, but it's our only hope. We must find out why that screen was put up in the first place. We've got to keep the Dean's hands off my soft furnishings.
Oh, dear.
Don't waste time sighing, Newt.
Well, mayn't I have a little rest, my lord? I've been reading solidly for 9 hours. It's 11 o'clock.
Newt, we have got to stop the Dean taking down that screen. Henry!
What's that, Bishop?
I was just... Henry, you've been reading that same book for hours.
Have I?
What is it?
Just a book.
Let me see. Pagan fertility rites.
It just happened to catch my eye.
Oh, really? Well, we're here to search the cathedral records.
But they're so boring.
Nonsense, Henry. They're very interesting.
Anyway, that's the last, my lord. There's nothing in any of them.
Ah, that's that then. Good night, Bishop.
That is not that, Henry. The answer may lie in one of these books.
But we've looked through them, my lord.
Not all of them. What about those up there on the top of the bookcase?
No. Oh, aren't they rather high?
Oh, I see. It's the Anglo-Catholic shelf, is it?
I mean, they're out of reach, my lord.
Out of reach? Nonsense. Get that ladder.
Oh, of course. Well, here you are, my lord.
Ah, thank you, Newt. Now, just stand it against the bookcase, will you?
Righty-ho, here we are.
Thank you, Newt.
Well, ready when you are, my lord?
Right, Newt, when you're ready.
Righty-ho, my lord.
When you like, Newt.
As you please, my lord.
Oh, come on, man. Get up the ladder.
What, me?
Well, you surely don't expect me to go up there, do you?
Well, no, I suppose not.
Well, then.
Well, no, I couldn't, my lord. No. Don't ask me, my lord. I haven't got a head for heights.
Oh, don't be. We'll hold the bottom, won't we, Henry?
Did you speak?
Can't you put that book down?
No, Bishop. I might lose the place.
Oh. I don't know what's got into you today.
Sorry, Bishop. It's just that I've always wondered what unmentionable practices were.
Oh, really, Henry? Come and hold this ladder.
Right-ho, Bishop.
Now, up you go, Newt.
Oh, dear, must I?
Of course.
Oh, righty-ho, my lord. I don't think I can go any higher.
But you're only on the first rung.
Oh, is that all? Well, righty-ho then. Up we go. Oh, dear, I'm not enjoying this.
Look, Newt, it's no good going up one rung at a time. That would frighten anyone, wouldn't it, Henry?
Definitely.
Just run up and you'll be there before you know what's happened.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, of course I am. I'll count up to 3, and on 3, up you go.
Well,
right?
Yes, if you say so, my lord.
Splendid. 1, 2, 3. There! What did I tell you? You're up there.
Yes, so I am. Goodness, isn't it the most...
Why have you come down again?
Well, I looked at the ground, my lord, and it seemed so far away.
Well, don't look at it. Now, back you go.
Oh, don't make me, my lord, please.
No, do as your bishop tells you.
Oh, of course, my lord, if you put it like that.
1, Higher, man.
No, I can't, my lord, I can't.
Of course you can.
Well, don't shake the ladder, please. Don't shake the ladder, my lord.
Then go on up, as I tell you.
Very well, my lord, very well, yes.
At last. Now, don't look down and you'll be all right.
Right away, my lord, yes.
What can you see?
Well, I'm not sure, really, but I think it's Bishop Potter's remains.
Impossible. They buried him in the crypt. I was there.
Not his physical remains, Archdeacon, his literary remains.
Well, what else is up there?
Now let me see. Parish on Leviticus, Cutworth on the intellectual system, and Bishop Bonner on... Oh, dear, I've got this. I couldn't see what that one was on.
My head, Luke.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my lord, yes. Oh, I see. Oh, look here. Here's Canon Hackett's History of St. Aug.
Good. See if there's anything in it.
All righty, here, I'll come down.
There's no need for that.
You mean, look at it up here?
Well, of course.
Oh, you will hold the ladder, won't
Well, of course we will. Hey, Henry, you're not still reading that book, are you?
It's very interesting, Bishop.
So it seems.
There's a lot about St. Aug's in it. Did you know that the cathedral was built on the site of a pagan temple?
Well, of course, Henry. Most cathedrals were. Have you found anything, Newt?
No, not yet, my lord.
Look,
No.
there's a picture of the pagans.
Where? Oh, Henry. What are they doing?
I'm not sure, Bishop. I think it's an unmentionable practice.
No. Good gracious.
Rather different from confirmation, eh?
It certainly is, Henry. And what's more, they appear to be doing it on the altar.
An altar? Oh, it looks like a tea chest.
A teacher. Wait a minute. Look, it says the ceremony is being performed on the stone altar that was hewn from the living rock. This altar was later incorporated in the building of St. Aug's Cathedral, where it was used not as an altar, but as the bishop's seat, to prevent the congregation from remembering its lurid past. Henry, I have an idea.
What's that, Bishop?
That is what we've been looking for. We must see the dean at once.
What now? He'll be asleep.
Oh, don't worry, this'll wake him up. Come on.
Well, doesn't seem to be much here, my lord. Can I come down the ladder now? My lord? Oh, my lord. Oh, don't leave me here alone. How am I going to get down? Oh, help!
And so, Dean, in the light of this information, I feel sure you will agree the altar screen must have been erected to hide this stone from the congregation and prevent them thinking about its lurid past.
And all those unmentionable practices.
Precisely. And so to remove it would be most unwise. As unwise as it would be to tamper with anything else, like curtains and cushions, for example.
My lord, am I to understand that you have roused me from my slumbers in order merely to communicate this balderdash?
Balderdash?
It is past credence.
Well, surely you admit the screen was put there for some purpose.
My lord, I am extremely tired. I should be grateful if I might be permitted to return to bed.
No, I'm very sorry, Dean, but as spiritual head of this diocese, I must insist on your guarantee that you will not expose our people to the contaminating sight of this pagan stone.
Do I understand, my lord, that your objection to my moving the screen is based solely on your wish that this stone should not be revealed, and that were I to find an alternative method of concealing it, you would be satisfied?
Yes, I suppose so.
Ah, then I am pleased to tell you I see a solution.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
May we have a peep?
All in good time, Archdeacon. You will see when next you attend service in the cathedral. Good night, gentlemen. And so, as we move step by step nearer to the simplicity of the primitive church, we are reminded of the testimony of those early authors, Eusebius of Caesarea, Socrates,
Archdeacon. Yes, Newt.
the writings of Hermias.
How do you think it looks without the screen?
Not to mention
Certainly opened it up, hasn't it?
Yes.
Stephanus,
I'm freezing.
Says my eyes, yes. Do you think it's more like the primitive church?
the other
Primitive, all right.
Not that the path back
Archdeacon.
to this simplicity has been...
Doesn't the bishop look splendid, sitting up there on the stone?
He may look it, but I shouldn't think he feels it.
No. He must be dreadfully hard. Still, there's one good thing.
What's that?
I don't think there's much danger of him falling asleep.
Satisfactory to all parties. And in keeping with the simplicity of the primitive church.
Excuse me, can I help you?
Oh, thank you, nurse. Yes, we've called to see a patient.
I'm sorry, but this isn't visiting time.
Matron said it would be all right.
Yes, you see, the bishop hasn't been allowed visitors until today.
Oh, well, in that case, he's in here. Some visitors for you, my lord.
Oh, thank you, nurse. Oh, Henry, Newt, come in.
We've brought you some grapes, my lord.
And I thought you might like to borrow my transistor, Bishop. I've had the wire mended.
Oh, Henry, that really is generous.
Oh, not at all, not at all. You're bound to be out before I need it next Sunday.
How is your neck, my lord?
Well, it's still very painful, Newt.
Can you turn your head yet?
Not properly, Henry. But it's getting easier. The doctor says it's the second most severe case he's ever seen.
Well, I'm so sorry, my lord.
Thank you, Doctor.
So am I, Bishop.
Thank you, Henry.
My lord?
Yes, Newt.
Well, my lord, the Archdeacon, well, that is to say, we've been wondering, haven't we, Archdeacon?
Definitely.
Oh, what about?
Well, my lord, we don't quite see how sitting on that stone...
Bear stone.
Bear stone, yes, could affect you in quite this,
area.
Yes, area, yes. Yes.
Oh, well, this has nothing to do with sitting on a stone.
Isn't it?
No. What I've got is a severe spasm of the neck muscles caused by a howling draught that blows across from the Lady Chapel.
Because the Dean took the screen down.
Yes, I always said that screen was put there for a purpose.
Oh, then you'll be glad to hear the news, my lord, Archdeacon?
My word, yes.
Will you tell him?
Rather. Nobody's seen the Dean since Sunday.
No, not that, Archdeacon. I mean, about the screen.
Oh, yes. He's put it back.
Yes, my lord, and all your cushions and curtains, my lord, so you'll be able to go to sleep.
I know. The Dean told me.
The Dean? But nobody's seen him.
The Dean and I have been working together on the problem, and I am glad to say that he's come round to my way of thinking.
It must be seeing you like this, my lord. Your case has softened his heart.
I think he's been more affected by the other case, Newt.
What other case?
Oh, God, you mean someone else has got a spasm of the neck muscles?
Yes. The doctor says it's the most severe case that he's ever seen.
Who is it, my lord? Oh, not poor old Mr. Parry Jones, the organist.
Not Mr. Parry Jones, Newt. The poor Dean.
The Dean? The Dean, is he here as well, Bishop?
In the next room, Henry, and likely to be there for some time, I'm afraid.
Well, I don't understand, my lord. I mean, how could the Dean be affected by the draught from the Lady Chapel?
He wasn't. It seems he was affected by the northeast wind blowing from the cloisters. It seems the curtain round my throne were put there especially to protect the pulpit from it. He's talking about draft excluders, fitted carpets, and when I spoke to him this morning, he even suggested double glazing the east window. I think we can say that we've heard the last of his plan to return to the primitive church.
We present All Gas and Gaiters. Episode 8, The Bishop Gets a Letter. Starring Robertson, Hare, William Mervyn, Derek Nimmo, and this week's special guest, James Hayter as the perpetual curate of Stagmarsh. It's a Saturday afternoon in the close of St. Og's Cathedral, In the front garden of the deanery, the dean is clipping his yew tree into the shape of a bird. The Archdeacon in his car drives a little faster than he should, narrowly missing a verger into the gateway of the bishop's palace.
I'll just see who it is, my lord. Oh, good afternoon, Archdeacon. Do come in.
Thank you, Newt. My word, isn't it a beautiful afternoon?
Is it? Let me look. Oh, yes, so it is.
Don't tell me you've been in all day.
I'm afraid so. The bishop and I have been working.
But it's Saturday afternoon. Everybody's out. The men are out with their wives. The lads are out with their sweethearts. Why, even the dean is out with his bird.
Really? Well, I thought Mrs. Pugh Critchley was in Scotland for the Highland Games.
So she is. He wouldn't dare interfere with that bird if she was at home.
Archdeacon, you're surely not suggesting that when his wife's away, the dean is in the habit of interfering with a bird?
She certainly is, though he has to watch out. The gardener doesn't catch him.
The gardener?
Yes, you see, he likes to take care of that bird himself.
Archdeacon, I think you'd better come with me into the study and tell the bishop at once.
Oh, well, if you insist.
Oh, I do. My lord?
Yes? Oh, hello, Henry.
Afternoon, Bishop.
My lord?
Yes, Newt, what is it?
Well, the Archdeacon has got something dreadful to tell you.
Oh, gracious, what is it, Henry?
I've no idea.
Oh, Archdeacon, you can't go back on it like that. You must tell the bishop what you've just told me.
Oh, that?
Yes, that, Archdeacon.
Well, if you insist, Newt, the dean's clipping his yew tree again.
He's not. Oh, he never did know when to leave well alone. But, Newt, I thought you said it was something dreadful.
Yes, so did I.
It is not as funny as all that, Newt.
I'm nothing, my lord. I'm so sorry. No, nothing. It's just that I thought that the Archdeacon meant... well, that the dean was, the dean was...
what, Newt?
May I sit down, please, my lord?
Really, Newt, I wonder sometimes if you're quite right in the head.
Yes, my lord, yes.
And don't keep saying yes like that.
No, my lord, no, of course not. Now, thank you very much, my lord.
Henry, what can I do for you?
I've come to bring you this letter, Bishop. It was wrongly delivered to me.
Oh, right. See what it is.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Archdeacon. Oh, it's a letter, my lord.
I can see that. Will you please open it and see what it says?
Very good, my lord. Yes.
Henry, will you stay to supper?
Oh, well, Bishop, may I? I had a very small lunch.
Oh, but of course you can, Henry.
I so enjoy supper here. What was it we had last time? Oh, yes, lamb chops with mashed potatoes, followed by apple pie and cream.
Yes. Well, I'm afraid it's Mrs. Loosemore's night off.
Oh, is it? Still, I expect she's left something cold.
Oh, no, Archdeacon, no, we have rather a special supper on Saturdays, don't we, my lord?
Special? In what way particularly?
Newt cooks it.
Oh, no. Newt. Oh, yes. Oh, does he?
Oh, yes. On the gas ring in there, Archdeacon, I make scrambled egg with tomato sauce and cocoa. Oh, it's great. You'll absolutely love it, Archdeacon.
Oh, well,
I doubt it, Henry. But it'll make a change. What's the letter about?
Well, it's from the Archbishop, my lord. Ooh. He wants you to go to a meeting in London on Monday.
What for?
To discuss ways of raising money for clergy income.
Oh, that old problem.
Yes. He said, if you have any cases of hardship in your diocese, will you please go armed with all the facts and figures?
Cases of hardship in my diocese?
Yes, my lord. Shall I go and check?
Newt, how long have you been here?
3 years, my lord.
Is that all? It seems much longer.
Well, I arrived on Innocents' Day, my lord.
Yes, of course. Well, that was just after Christmas. I'm afraid you arrived too late.
Yes, we'd finished the turkey.
Henry, I am not talking about food.
Sorry, Bishop. It was on my mind.
Yes. I don't know what you think of us here at St. August, Newt. I mean, you may not think Henry here much of an archdeacon.
Oh, but I do, I really do. I assure you, my lord, I think he's absolutely marvelous.
You do. And for that matter, you may not think much of me as a bishop.
Anyway, there is one part of our duties that, whatever you may think, I can assure you we have taken very seriously. We've always taken a great deal of interest in our parish clergy and their standard of living. It's still the highest in any diocese in the country, isn't it?
I believe so, Bishop.
Oh, really, my lord, I've no idea. Well, of course you haven't, why should you? The fight was over before you arrived, but I can tell you that in our time, old Henry and I have fought some battles, haven't we?
We have, Bishop.
You see that old map of the diocese on the wall behind my desk?
Ah, yes, my lord. Yes, yes.
The hours Henry and I have studied that. You can point to any parish and you'll find we can tell you all about it. Who the incumbent is, what his income is, how many children he's got, everything, can't we, Henry?
Certainly, Bishop. I can well believe it, my lord.
Any parish that you care to point to.
I don't doubt it, my lord.
Well, go on, point to one.
There's no need to, my lord. I believe you.
Do as I say, Newt. Just put your finger on the map.
Oh,
go on.
Well, anywhere?
Yes, anywhere.
There.
No, not right up at the top there.
But you said anywhere.
Anywhere but there. There's nothing up there.
Yes, there is, my lord. There's a name.
Ah, that's not a name. It's a dirty mark.
No, I'm sure it's a name, my lord. I can make out the word marsh.
That is a description. It's near the sea up there.
But there's a word before marsh. I can see the letter A.
Precisely. A marsh. Now stop messing about and point to a parish properly.
Well, there are some other letters, my lord. The first is an S, and the last is a G.
Newt, it is a map, not a crossword.
It looks like Stagmarsh, my lord. Could it be Stagmarsh?
Well, it's probably an old-fashioned O. Sogmarsh.
Sogmarsh?
An ancient expression denoting a very wet marsh. Now, Newt, for the last time.
Oh, Stagmarsh. It's Stagmarsh, my lord. Stagmarsh.
Newt, there is no parish in this diocese called Stagmarsh. Is there, Henry?
Yes.
So you... What's that?
There is a parish called Stagmarsh.
I don't believe it. Let me have a look. Good heavens. So there is. But who's in charge? I don't know any vicar of Stagmarsh.
There isn't one.
I knew there wasn't.
He's a perpetual curate.
A perpetual curate?
Yes, he's been there years.
Has he?
Well, he would have been, wouldn't he, my lord, if he's perpetual.
Oh, very good. What's his name, Henry?
Raggett. The Reverend Ernest.
Newt, get the file on this man.
Yes, my lord, yes.
Henry, you know, this is frightful. How can I have overlooked him? Do you realize he may very well be the sort of case that the Archbishop means? What's he look like?
No idea. I've never seen him.
You've never... Henry, you are the Archdeacon. You're the bishop's eyes, my eyes, Henry. You are supposed to go to every parish and see every clergyman.
I think I owe you an apology, Bishop.
I think you do.
Mark you, I've tried to see him.
You have? When?
Oh, a couple of years ago, but the road was flooded.
Well, didn't you try again?
No, well, I've kept meaning to try, Bishop.
Here's the file, my lord. Thank you, Newt. Dear me, this is worse than I feared. This poor man is living right on the diocesan minimum.
But why hasn't he been to you for help, my lord?
Pride, Newt, pride. The old sin. We came across it often in the old days, didn't we, Henry?
No, we did. So we used to call on them unexpectedly, Newt.
Yes, just arrive without warning.
Oh, yes, to take them things. What sort of things? Oh, clothes.
Yes, and of course we were always very careful to say that we brought them from the jumble sale.
Oh, rather.
And the next time we called, they were often wearing them. It was most moving.
Oh, Jones at Ringmold is still wearing that coat I took him.
Is he really? But he's very comfortably off these days.
I know. I wish he'd give it back. But taking them clothes didn't improve their income,
well,
my lord.
Of course it didn't, Newt. It was only a temporary relief. But once we'd caught them off their guard, we could see just how poor they really were. Then we could set about finding money for them. Mark you, it wasn't easy. Do you remember Phillips at Hawley, Henry?
My word, yes.
Well, what about him, my lord? Well, he was terribly poor, and we didn't know where to turn for money when Henry hit on this brilliant idea. He went up to London to the Air Ministry, didn't you?
Yes. I asked them if they knew the local RAF station didn't have a chaplain. Well, what did they say?
They appointed Phillips at a salary of $200 a year.
How extraordinary.
I thought you'd be impressed.
Well, I am, my lord, I am. Especially there isn't an RAF station at all here.
What? You sure?
Oh, certainly, my lord. It never has been.
Henry, did you know this?
Oh, of course I did, Bishop.
Henry! What have you done?
Got Phillips 200 a year till they find out.
Oh, Henry. All the same, what can we do about this poor man at Stagmarsh? I can't possibly admit to the Archbishop that there's a case like this in my diocese. It's too humiliating.
Well, the first thing is to visit Stagmarsh.
I know that, Henry, but when? I mean, the meeting's on Monday.
Why not go now?
Now?
My car's outside. It's a beautiful afternoon.
Is it?
Oh, yes, couldn't go, my lord. Please.
Well, I suppose we might.
Oh, how exciting. Please, may I go to my room, my lord, and find something to take with me, my lord?
All right. We'll all find something to take him and meet at the car in 10 minutes.
Oh, will you change, my lord?
Change? No change. What for?
Well, will you put on your gaiters?
Gaiters? No, whatever for?
Well, I just thought you would have liked him to see you looking well. I mean, looking like his bishop.
My object, Newt, is not to impress this poor man with my own importance, but to see for myself the wretched state in which he lives so that I may help him. Do you understand?
Of course, my lord, of course. And if I may say so, in the words of the psalm, blessed is he that considereth the poor.
Oh, thank you, Newt.
Not at all, my lord.
Which psalm is that, Henry?
Blessed if I know, Bishop.
What a beautiful afternoon, Newt. Where's the Archdeacon?
Well, he's not here yet, my lord. I'm just putting these things into his car.
What are they?
Oh, just a few things for Mr. Raggett that I found that I don't need, my lord. My grey suit, a pair of trousers I bought the other day, and I'm sure I shall never wear, and my winter overcoat.
But you'll need that, won't you?
Oh, no, my lord, no. I have my little Macintosh I can manage.
Really? Well, you can add that to the list.
What's this?
A shirt. It's a bit patched, so I shan't wear it, but he'll be delighted with it.
Is that all you're taking, my lord?
Well, of course, I can't afford to give away my entire wardrobe.
Here we are, Bishop.
Henry.
Sorry to be so long. Mrs. Banner was wrapping this parcel up for me.
What's in it, Archdeacon?
Well, a pair of jeans.
A pair of jeans?
Yes, my aunt gave them to me for Christmas. I can't possibly wear them.
I should think not, indeed.
No, they're not tight enough.
Get in. Let's make a start.
Right, Bishop. All aboard. Contact.
Are you sure you know the way, Henry?
Yes, Bishop, I can assure you nothing will prevent me getting there this time.
How are we getting on, Henry?
Nearly there, Bishop. Down this hill and round the corner was where the road was flooded last time.
Well, it won't be flooded in this weather.
Oh, look, my lord, look, I can see the sea.
Well, you can't have a paddle this time, Newt. Put your foot down, Henry, or we never get back to supper.
Right, Bishop. I'll show you what this old bus can do.
Archdeacon, don't go so far.
Don't worry, Newt. I know what I'm doing. Isn't she going well, Bishop?
She certainly is, Henry.
Oh, look, my lord, there's a notice.
What did it say?
Beware something or other of the flooding.
Beware what flooding?
Well, I couldn't read it. The Archdeacon was going too fast, but it began with the T.
Did you hear that, Henry? A notice about the flooding.
Probably left over from the winter.
Oh, dear.
Bishop, it won't be flooded at this time of the year.
Couldn't you slow down all the same, Archdeacon?
Don't worry, it'll be all right. It's just round this corner. See, it's flooded. Look.
Oh, Henry! Henry! Oh, stop the car, Henry.
I can't, Bishop.
We're going into the water.
Steady up, steady.
Oh, dear. My lord?
Yes, Luke.
I think that word must have been tidal, don't you? You know, beware of tidal flooding.
Hello there!
Oh, look. The gentleman over there on the bank, my lord. I think he's an agriculturist.
Yes. Henry, look, do you want any help? Well, yes, please, my man. Come on, Henry. We'll have to wade ashore.
Well, shan't we get wet, my lord?
No wetter than we are already. Come on.
Hey,
Then you never read the notice? This here road floods at high tide, you know.
So we've gathered.
But what about my car?
Oh, don't you worry. I'll get some of those parsons strawberry pickers from the vicarage to push that out when the tide's gone down.
The vicarage? Is it far from here?
Oh, just up the line. If you come up the farm, my missus will find you some dry clothes.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Oh, yes, thank you so very much.
Very kind of you.
Oh, that's all right. We're used to people being too daft to read what's put in front of them.
Well, here we are, my lord. Stag Marsh Vicarage. Oh, look, strawberry pickers apply within. Well, anyway, we've arrived.
Thank goodness for that. I'm exhausted.
So am I, Bishop. And when I think of my car...
Never mind about your car. Think about my rheumatism. I shan't be able to move tomorrow.
Oh, come, my lord. You weren't in those wet things for long, and it was very kind of that big farmer to lend us those clothes.
Oh, do stop being so cheerful, Newt. Fancy me going to see one of my clergy dressed like this. Me, a bishop.
Oh, I don't know, Bishop. I think those dungarees rather...
Oh, yes, my lord, yes. The blue brings out the colour of your eyes. And you did say you wanted to be informal.
Well, there are degrees of informality, Newt. Anyway, don't waste time. Ring the bell.
Ah, yes, my lord, yes. You wouldn't rather leave it till another time?
What other time? I'm seeing the Archbishop on Monday. Besides, that farmer said this was the only house in the district with a telephone. And may I remind you that until we can get hold of a taxi, we've no means of getting home.
It must be nearly supper time.
Yes. Hurry up and ring the bell.
Yes, my lord, yes. Hey, my lord, what do we do if he asks us to stay for supper?
Well, refuse, of course.
But won't that look rather rude?
Oh, really, Newt, you've no imagination. I suppose you'd be content to sit down and eat the poor man out of house and home.
Oh, no, of course not, my lord, but it does...
We must say that we have a previous engagement, that we are out to dinner with...
an old lady.
We're out to dinner with an old lady, and we can't possibly put her off or she'd be upset. Now, do you understand that, Newt?
Ah, yes, my lord, yes. Well, what happens if he asks us to have a late tea?
Tea. No, it's expensive. Accept nothing.
Nothing? Not even a glass of water? I'm very thirsty.
Oh, well, of course you can have a glass of water, Newt. But that is the only thing that you are to have.
Yes, yes.
We must remember that when a man is as poor as this, every new penny counts. Oh. Here he comes now. Good evening. Oh, good evening.
Right, come in, will you?
Oh, thank you.
Wipe your feet.
No, yes. Wipe your feet, Newt.
Ah, yes, my lord, yes. Wipe your feet, Archdeacon.
Right.
Now, come into the study, will you?
Yes, of course.
Just stand there, will you?
Mr. Raggett, I think perhaps that I should explain.
Just a moment, I'm busy. Right. Have you got your card?
Card? Well, no, not with me.
What about you?
Me? No.
And you?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, I shall have to have them, you know.
I beg your pardon.
The law is the law. There are huts at the back with running water. I pay the standard rate. You get an hour for lunch and no women in the fields.
Mr. Raggett, I'm afraid that there has been some mistake.
Mistake? Now, look, do you want a job strawberry picking or not?
Strawberry picking?
That's what you're here for, isn't it?
Really, do I look like a strawberry picker?
Well, since you ask me, yes.
How dare you?
The clothes, Bishop.
What?
The clothes.
Oh, yes, of course. These clothes, a strawberry picker. It is not as funny as that, Newt.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Lord, I'm sorry. Yes,
Now, my dear sir, perhaps it will clarify the situation if I introduce myself. I am Dr. Cuthbert Heaver, the Bishop of St. Oggs, and this gentleman is the Venerable Henry Blunt, my Archdeacon, and that is my chaplain.
Goodness gracious, I'm so sorry. How do you do, my lord? Welcome to Stagmont. Do sit down. But why didn't you tell me you were coming? That I could have prepared.
Oh, that's just what we wanted to avoid, you see, because we thought...
No. My chaplain means that it was unavoidable, impossible. Well, anyway, we're here.
But forgive me asking, why are you dressed like that?
Oh, well, we did have a little accident on the way.
The tide was in.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
A very kind farmer lends us these things.
Oh, a big farmer, was it?
Oh, how clever of you to guess.
Oh, not really. Do you mind if I open a window?
I must say I think it's extremely good of you to come all the way out here to see me. Oh, not at all. We were just talking about you and wondering how you are managing, don't you know? Oh, I'll rub along, my lord. Of course, my stipend here isn't too good. I expect you know that.
Well, that's just it. You see, the Archbishop wrote and wanted to know if we got any cases of hardship, and the bishop...
No! The Archbishop is naturally concerned about us all. Hardship? Do you say hardship? Well, naturally, we don't like to feel... I'm not in any hardship, I can assure you. You're not? Oh, no. I grow vegetables and fruit on my glebe land, which I'm able to sell. The soil is very good here. Most enterprising, very commendable. Of course, we will do everything in our power to help raise the stipend.
But my lord, the clear.
Oh, yes, of course, thank you. By the way, we brought you a few things. They're a bit damp.
For the jumble sale.
Yes. For the jumble sale, naturally. Some things we were given.
Yeah, you are. We shouldn't like you to think that they were meant for you.
That's very good of you. This overcoat looks too good for the jumble sale. Wouldn't mind having this myself.
Well, I'm sure it would let out. There's plenty of material in the seams.
It looks as though it would fit you. Why don't you have it?
Oh, no. I couldn't possibly wear it. No.
Why, too proud to wear other people's clothes, are you?
Yes. No. I mean, it's for the jumble. Please, give it to the jumble.
Oh, very well, if you insist.
Did you ring, sir?
No, Barker. Put these things in with the jumble, will you?
Very good, sir. Thanks.
You'd better boil them.
Boil them?
You can't be too careful. Do you want something else, Barker?
The Dorchester Hotel is on the telephone, sir. Can they have another lot of the strawberries?
Out of the question.
They are prepared to double the price, sir.
Tell them next week at the earliest. All this lot is to go to the Ritz in Paris.
Very
good. Barker, don't forget those clothes.
Note.
Yes, give him a hand.
Yes, Lord, I'll take them out.
Who was that? No, only my butler.
Your butler? Do you have private means?
Goodness, no, I wish I did. But as I tell you, the soil here is very good, and I do rather well off my few acres.
Then you aren't poor.
Poor? Well, nobody's rich today, are they? Not with this crippling surtax.
Are you seriously asking us to believe that you make enough from your vegetables to keep a butler and pay surtax?
It almost makes you believe in miracles, doesn't it? I had the soil analyzed once. It's a bit of a freak, an alluvial deposit or something like that.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Barker, what is it now?
The AGAG on the line, sir.
I'm not to be interrupted, Barker. The bishop doesn't come out here often.
He's ringing from Sardinia, sir. Could you let him have a dozen punnets? He's having a party.
Oh, well, I suppose so. Give him some of Elizabeth Taylor's.
What shall I tell Miss Taylor when she rings, sir?
Tell her the crop is light this year.
Very good, sir. Oh, sir...
what is it now?
Well, sir, it's Saturday night. Which wine shall I bring up for early service?
Well, what did we give them last week?
The Chambertin 59.
Well, we'd better try them on a claret this week. Get up a bottle of the Margot.
The 60, sir?
No, the 61, the better year.
Very good, sir.
Well, I put all the clothes in the laundry room, my lord.
Oh, by the way, my lord, you'll stay to dinner.
Oh, well, yes, that's very good of you, isn't it, Henry?
Yes, I had a very small one.
Oh, my lord.
I'm sure that we should be delighted to dine with you.
But unfortunately, we have a previous engagement to dine with a dear old lady. Don't we, my lord?
You have? Oh, what a shame. Still, you aren't missing much. What is there for dinner tonight, Barker?
Smoked salmon, potted duck, and strawberries and cream.
Well, you see, you're not missing anything. It's all cold. Oh, Barker, you'd better go out and get the car. Run it to Lordship home.
Very good, sir. Which one?
The rolls, of course. You got time for a glass of something, my lord, before you go?
Oh, certainly. Hey, Henry.
Who's to stop us, Bishop?
Good. Now, what will you have?
3 glasses of water, please.
Well, here we are, Henry, home at last.
Shall I go and get the supper, my lord?
Supper?
scrambled eggs and cocoa. When I think of that dinner you did us out of, Bishop. What is it, Henry? Oh, there you are, Barker. Off you go, Newt.
Yes, my lord.
Shall I put this basket down here, my lord?
Oh, yes, thank you. Now, are you off home, Barker?
Yes, my lord.
Ah, well, Henry, have you got anything?
What? Oh, yes, Bishop. Here.
Thank you. Here you are, Barker. Just a little something for yourself.
Oh, thank you, my lord. That's very kind. Oh.
Is something the matter?
No, my lord. Well, that is...
Isn't it enough?
It's rather too much, my lord. I think you'd better have it back. No offense. Thank you. Good evening, my lord.
Too much? What does he mean? It was only a 10-shilling piece.
No, it's not, Bishop.
What is it, then?
A medal. It says on it, for the best sow in the show.
Really, this afternoon has been, without exception, the most ghastly, the most... Oh, come along, Henry. Let's go and have a drink.
A drink, Bishop?
Yes, a cup of cocoa.
But here we are, my lord. Now, don't get despondent, Archdeacon. I've got these eggs in this bowl. I'm beating them up, and before you know what's happened, they'll be...
Yeah. Really, Luke, what have you done?
Well, I've dropped the eggs, my lord. I tripped over that basket.
Well, I can see that. You better go and get some more.
Well, I can't, my lord. These are the last.
What?
You mean...
I'm afraid so, yes.
Oh, I had such a small lunch.
Oh, really, this is too much. Not only do you, by singular ineptitude, deprive us of a dinner...
And what a dinner.
But you then manage by your clumsiness...
Well, it's not my fault. Oh. Why should I take the blame? It's a stupid place full of baskets. What's in it anyway?
Yes, what's in it?
I've no idea. There are things, I suppose.
What things?
Well, we haven't got any things. He boiled my overcoat.
Well, I don't know. Let's look and see. What's in it, Henry?
Oh, Bishop, look.
Isn't that a bottle of champagne?
It is. And look, here's a whole side of smoked salmon.
Oh, look at this, my lord.
A beautiful bowl of potted duck.
And that's not all. Do you see what I see, Bishop?
I think so, Henry.
Oh, my lord, 3 punnets of strawberries.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Bishop?
Yes, Henry. Blessed is he that considereth the poor.
In that episode of All Gas and Gaiters, the parts were played as follows. The Archdeacon, Robertson Hare, the Bishop, William Mervyn, the Bishop's Chaplain, Derek Nimmo, the Perpetual Curative Stagmarsh, James Hare, the Butler, John Gabriel, the Farmer, Peter Tuddenham. The Bishop Gets a Letter was written for television and adapted for radio by Pauline Devaney and Edwin. The program was produced by David Hatch.
You can hear episode 9 of All Gas and Gaiters, The Bishop Gives a Party, on Tuesday evening at 6:15 here on Radio 4.